Oh, you got another light?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's great. Oh, beautiful.
That
Wow.
computer room.
Oh, that is delicious.
Brightness.
Everybody hears you now. You know that, right?
That's okay.
That's okay.
This one too. Alright, break a leg.
I'll break it. Hey, where did that expression come from?
Oh, look that one up.
I'll look that up. All right, here we go. I'm just. Ashley, you still with me? No? All right, let's see. How's everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my god. Let's X that out. We're going to try to share the show and see if that works. Not really working. Things are a little sketchy right now. Let me see if we can do this. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Anyway, how we doing? October 20th. I got a lot to go over, so listen up. Don't delay. Don't cause me to have to repeat myself. So get real close to the computer, the TV, whatever device you're consuming me on right now. I enjoy to be consumed. October 20th. So today was off with a bang, right? Amazon was Amazoff. Not really working today if you. Amazon having a little issue today. So some people are finding it. I think I'm having an issue right now, finding it hard to connect on your devices and servers. Duolingo, one of my favorite apps. You don't know. I'm very upset with Amazon. I might have been in a need to speak another language, but I couldn't because Duolingo was down, Pokemon was down, or Pokemon. So there was a lot of apps not functioning. If you wanted to fly, there was some airlines. Delta was having issues. So there was a lot of issues going on, but we don't deal with problems here on the Steve Squared Show. We only deal in solutions. I'm your problem solver. We're coming to you live today from the beautiful, luxurious apartment buildings of the wonderful home that have so graciously they have let me use their humble abode. The gyms, of course, you've heard of me speak of them many times. I'd like to start off the show today with a shout out to my nephew, my buddy, the creator of this wonderful design, dumbbells. Oh yeah, we'd like to give proper accreditation here. So my nephew Jared had a little medical procedure slash surgery today on his back and working for getting his legs rocking and rolling so he can get back to his workouts and squatting 700 pounds that he always does. So big shout out to my nephew Jared. Get better soon. I'll talk to you later after the show. And we got a lot of stuff to cover. We got a whole itinerary. We could have calls in. I'm sure we will, because I have people everywhere. Steve is who knows where Steve is. Steve's somewhere in the sphere. Speaking of spheres, not only have the gym so graciously hosted me in their studio today to do the Steve Squared Show, but they gave me this to show on the show. This is not an ordinary apple. This might look to you like a ordinary apple, but it is not. This is straight from the Sphere in Vegas, where they had seen the show, The Wizard of Oz, in the big sphere. That's it's the sphere, as we say here in New York. It's the sphere. Did you see this Wizard of Oz? It was in the sphere. So these are so cool. I thought, of course, I'm not the brightest apple in the bunch. When they told me that it's a real immersive experience. The fruit falls from the tree. You really, the scene when the apples are falling in The Wizard of Oz. So they want you to feel like you're part of that whole experience. So I'm thinking, they're like, oh, they dropped apples. I'm thinking there's apples that they're eating from the floor or whatever. I'm like, how are they doing this? That's gross. But it's, of course, these kind of cushy Nerf apples. These are great. And it says The Wizard of Oz at Sphere. It's pretty cool, right? These are two of them. Look at these two cute apples. Wonderful. So that was one. And now, and I have to, this is another thing. Boy, I'm really giving a real homage, if you will, to the gyms today. Not only did they share their apple for the benefit of you viewing audience, not only have they housed this show today on October 20th, 11 days before the most frightening day of the year. No, it's not tax day. Don't panic. It's Halloween. But, look at this book. These are people, these two guys, and Astro, they understand me. They get me. You know how I love to give these historical facts and figures about where phrases have come from, right? I love doing that. So Jim goes on. He goes on Amazon, which at the time was working. And look at this. 300 plus everyday expressions and their origins. So through the show, I thought I'd give you a couple, because, I love to do this. How great a book is this? The whole shebang. Have you ever said the whole shebang? Well, let me tell you where that has come from. The entire thing, it means the entire thing, the whole shebang. The exact origin of the phrase is debated, but shebang first appeared in the mid-19th century. Used by soldiers during the Civil War to refer to temporary shelters or structures. Mark Twain used it in 1872. Came to me in a whole affair or situation. Here, we'll give you one more. Not for all. Have you ever said not for all the tea in China? Well, basically, you know what that means. This was early 20th century British English reflecting China's dominance in the global tea production. By the late 19th century, China supplied the majority of the world with its tea, making it a symbol of immense wealth. The idiom suggests that no amount of riches symbolized by China's vast tea could persuade someone to take a particular action. It gained popularity in the mid-20th century. Very good. I like that. But there's a lot of really good other ones, like on the wrong track, off the beaten path. Snake in the grass. That's perfect for me. Ants in your pants. This playful idiom likely originated in the 20th century. Its vivid imagery evokes the uncomfortable sensation of ants crawling inside clothing. Yeah, that would be uncomfortable. Very good. So, making a mountain out of a molehill, all these things. We'll get to more of those later. I already told you about the cat, letting the cat out of the bag and things like that. So we got plenty coming your way. I'm actually trying to see. I was trying to share the show, which, I don't know, whatever. So let's see what else we got going on here. So I have a lot of, let's see what we got in the news for you. I have created a monster. Frankenstein created his monster. I have created my own monster in the form of my mom. So it's Halloween time, and she had seen some movies. So I said, you tell her about Halloween, right? Jamie Lee Curtis, John Carpenter's Halloween, the original. There is no other Halloween movie to watch. So I tell her, I say, you should watch Halloween. It was on. She started watching it. So now my mom is a DVR expert. She DVRs everything. And I look at her DVR recorded list, and it's got not only Halloween, it has The Blob, The Fog, Misery. She's got all these horror movies listed. And she's funny. She's like, don't watch The Blob. It was terrible. Now The Blob is a great B movie. Where it's supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to be Misery. You can't compare Misery to The Blob. Misery, and we're getting a call right now. So let's see what we got here. Hey, you're on the Steve Squared Show.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Am I on?
Oh, you're on, buddy boy. Hold on one
Oh.
second. I'm gonna put you. Let me see where I could put you where you're not going to be causing a problem.
All right, I'll just hang up. Goodbye.
No, I'm trying to put you so they can hear your voice. Oh, I know what I'll do. Wait. All right, so there's the speaker. The speaker. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put you. Hold on, Steve-O.
I'm home.
I'm trying to see how you would be. I will go that way. I think that'll work. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, nothing much there. What's going on with you?
Nothing. Just I'm at the. I was just saying. Now I was at the. The Jim's house, and I was showing off the apples that they got from the Sphere when they saw the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got to
Oh.
take home actual stuffed. They're like Nerf apples.
Are they high quality apples? Are you saying my high quality apples aren't as good as
These
those, or-
these are really good apples. They say I guess it would look like a Red Delicious apple, not a Honeycrisp, not a Fuji, not a Gala, not a Macintosh. It looks like a Red Delicious.
So you've canceled those out already, I can tell.
Yes. So I was just saying when you called in that I was telling my mom, oh, you should watch, Halloween, or she never saw the original Halloween. So now she's on this kick. She's DVRing all the scary movies that are, coming on this season, like The Blob, The Fog,
Right.
So now you have seen The Blob, I'm guessing.
I have seen the Blob.
Steve McQueen at his best.
Yes.
Now you can't compare, like she was saying how bad The Blob was, but I said, it's supposed to be bad. It's a B movie. It's not. You can't compare it to Misery,
No.
right? Like it's supposed to be. It's The Blob.
And it was like 1958, 1959. It was a different world back then.
It was a different world. It was a different world yesterday. Now, did you have any issues?
We come from
Oh.
two different worlds.
Wow, are you
Very
singing?
much.
Wow.
Will Elvis.
Well, I was going to ask you.
Are we sponsored by 24-Hour Fitness tonight, by the way?
Oh, well, I'm rocking the 24-hour fitness. That's until I get a haircut. I still haven't gotten my haircut yet. So I've been still running into logistics with the haircutting people. And I hate this hat. It doesn't sit right. I don't love it.
It's a bit awkward.
It is a
It
bit.
looks like you left it in the backseat of the car and it kind of bent in the sun. And
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
It worked.
Now, were you affected by the Amazon issue today?
Yeah, my Burger King app wasn't working.
Oh, my God. Are you
Oh my
okay?
God, it was hard.
Are you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I had to talk to people behind the counter.
Oh my God! This issue made people actually speak to people and have to order without ordering through their food apps.
But I didn't get my points.
I'm sure everybody will get their proper points.
Want my points.
You'll get your points. You'll get your points across. Don't you worry.
Steve, I'm a good customer. You should know this, Steve. You're a good customer, and you don't like it when they disrespect you like this.
Well,
I paid good money to get my points, so I could get a free frickin' cup of Diet Coke. Okay?
Wait, hold on one second.
Or maybe free fries.
Oh, that's it. I didn't know what that. No, it's okay. I didn't know. It sounded like somebody screaming. You know what happened? But you shouldn't be a frequent customer of them.
I shouldn't be?
No. Why are you a frequent customer?
Because it's good food. It's good. It's so delicious and charbroiled goodness, and you know,
I guess.
che-
It is
cheesy.
Burger King is charbroiled as opposed to McDonald's. Now, speaking on a more serious note, did you see who Huntington has locked down to be lighting their tree?
I saw that. The great Ralph Macchio.
The Karate Kid himself will be in Huntington, which is where he's from, his hometown. Uh, and he's a Long Island guy. He loves his Long Island. So he will be the host, the grand marshal, if you will, of the lighting. I might have to go. This is going to be a Christmas spectacular.
You don't even go to the Massapequa tree lighting.
Yeah, but who are we going to have? Alec Baldwin just smashed up his car. He's not going to be lighting any tree. I mean, we could have the Stray Cats. They're hot right now. Aren't they going to perform?
I think they're playing in Westbury.
Yes, they're going to be playing in Westbury. Brian's now. Let me see. Don't look. Can you name all three Stray Cats?
Brian Setzer,
Good.
Slim Jim Phantom.
Got it.
And oh my goodness gracious.
Uh-oh.
I can't think of the third name. I am so embarrassed.
Well, don't be embarrassed because I can't think of it either. Wait. Oh, you're gonna have to look it up. Who is it?
I'm looking up right now. Stand by.
Oh, Lee Rocker.
Lee Rocker. Oh my God, yes.
Lee Rocker. How'd we forget Lee Rocker?
I should have known.
You should have known.
Embarrassed.
Yes. So it was. They will be performing at the Westbury. When is this little fiesta going to happen with the Stray Cats?
November 5th.
November 5th at 8 p.m. Now, do you know what's going to happen? So November 5th, are you a Stray Cats guy?
I would go see them.
Maybe we should go see them.
If
I mean, the
I'd
concert.
say-
What?
I think it's a Wednesday night. That might be difficult at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah. Work is
it's grinding.
work sucks.
Work sucks. You heard it here.
I
Work sucks.
Can't get any days off. It's impossible.
Definitely not for the Stray Cats. But I don't think it'll be a very long show because after Stray Cats strut and rock this town, they're pretty much over.
No, they did more than that.
I
You're
know.
you're very cynical.
I
Yes.
love Stray Cats.
Of course you do. I know you do.
Yes, those were their two hits, but they have had other songs. Yes, and it should be a good night for the Stray Cats. That's a Massapequa night. So I think I would lobby and say get the Stray Cats to light the tree.
Why not?
Right? And then they could perform in that little cove there by the bank.
And of course, at that moment, usually 5:45. Oh, I think I'm gonna go pick up some soup at Umberto's.
We can go to. I can
And-
introduce
and-
Brian Setzer to some nice minestrone soup from Umberto's.
No, because you won't be able to get a parking spot. You won't be able to get through.
Oh,
You'll be
let me.
cursing.
You know what happened? I hope nobody took video camera. I'm rushing to get here, right? And it's after 6:00. Remember last time I parked here, I got a ticket because I
Really?
forgot to pay at the Muni meter. So this time I have my quarters ready. I'm very excited. I found quarters in my car. They were in my hand. I run over. I put in my space number, and it won't take quarters. So I start screaming at the machine like a madman in the middle of the street. You know how I get.
I know, Karen.
Thank you. And don't bite your tongue. And so this nice man comes over and he said, "Are you okay? Have you lost? Do you need? Did you escape? Are you? We'll find your sanitarium, sir." And I said, "He's like, Did you drop your meds?" I said, "No. It won't take my quarters." He goes, "That never takes change." He goes, "You got to use a credit card." So now I had to. You know how I feel about using credit cards at weird machines. So I had to put it for $1. I had to put a credit card in the stupid machine. Now that's it. My identity. I'm going to be wanted for crimes somewhere in East Berlin. I'm done. My life is ended tonight for $1, so I could park and give the fans what they want. This show.
What'd you sacrifice? What'd you sacrifice?
It is a big sacrifice. I sacrifice my privacy.
Just a little mention. I just got the message yesterday that from Newsday that your fall edition of Feed Me has arrived. Do you have a Feed Me edition of Newsday?
We did get a Feed Me edition, yes.
I knew you would.
We did. I'm not using it for the show, but we did get the Feed Me edition.
There's nothing of any interest there that.
Yeah, I'm not big into Feed Me. I mean, it's just too much restaurant talk. Oh, Steve, have you ever heard of this guy?
Which guy?
Joe Gatto. Joe Gatto.
It sounds familiar.
He's the former Impractical Jokers star from Glenhead.
Oh yeah, okay.
He hosted last year's tree lighting. I guess he didn't do a very good job because they upgraded to Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid.
Well, I mean, Ralph Macchio's a movie star.
That is true. Oh, guess who also will be appearing at the tree lighting ceremony?
I don't know.
If Ralph Macchio wasn't enough, you're getting Tyler Hilton, who will be performing I'm So Pumped. Oh no, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. She will be performing, and it says on her tweet, I'm so pumped. I thought that was a song. And it says, can't wait to hang out with you, Huntington.
Wow. They're booking the big stars there in Huntington, aren't they?
Wow. This is going to be on November 29th, in case anybody wants to go. It says the ceremony will start roughly around 6:45 or whenever Ralph Macchio gets there.
You said is Tyler Hilton a woman or a man?
A man.
Okay. I thought I heard you say she.
Oh, I thought I said a he. He's a he.
Okay.
He's a he.
All right.
Yeah, he's a singing artist. He actually was in a couple of shows and stuff. Yeah.
One Tree Hill?
Yep, yeah, he's an actor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's a quality name.
Well,
a lot better than Joe Gatto. What?
Do you think we could cast him in dumbbells?
If I'm up there, I might see Ralph and I might talk to these people and ask them. Tyler Hilton, sure. So that is now. We always try to give one positive story, and then I go to one negative story. So first I see in the paper a couple of days ago that Ace Frehley was canceling some shows for health reasons. Then 2 days later, he passed away.
Yes.
Did you hear about this?
Yes, I read it.
I'm in shock. Did it say how he passed away? Why?
Well, he fell in his house, in his studio, and he hit his head.
Oh my gosh.
He had a brain bleed.
Oh my gosh. So it was strictly from that fall, from that accident.
Yep.
Because and that's what I read a couple of days ago. Better. Yeah, he canceled because of the whatever. I thought they said that. It said medical something. It didn't really get into him falling. But then all of a sudden, he 2 days later, he passed. I mean, that's a shock.
Yeah. Good.
For those of you who don't know, Ace Frehley is the guitarist for Kiss. Now, was he one of... Which were the two that stayed the longest? Like, I know Peter Criss wasn't in there anymore.
Well, I mean, really, it was all Gene Simmons.
It was all Gene Simmons, right. And Paul Stanley, yes.
Paul Stanley.
Right. So Ace Frehley was with kind of Peter Criss on the outs a little bit.
Yeah, they always had issues with those guys for some reason. Ace had drug problems.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
But they didn't get treated well. Ace Frehley, just so you know, created the makeup for all the performers, all 4 performers.
Is that right? Now, didn't they do it? Wasn't their first show like in Amityville on 110?
Yes, it was.
I'm just showing everybody a picture of Ace Frehley, Kiss guitarist. I like Kiss. I mean, Jeff is a huge Kiss fan. He goes to see them in the garden, like even now, like whatever combination of Kiss there is.
I've seen him a few times.
You've seen him before?
A few times, yes.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your favorite Stray Cat song?
Oh, we're going back to Stray
Yeah,
Cats.
I was just curious. Well, we're in the music theme. We're in the music section of the show.
Okay, but we gotta have a Stray Cats
Yeah, we're done with.
segment.
Yeah, but I'm still a little.
Um,
I was just curious.
I, I, I'd have to say, God, I like Rock This Town.
Rock This Town's a peppy song. I always go with Stray
But
Cat Strut.
Stray Cat Strut's kind of cool.
Yeah. I remember my brother's band would do this song, and they did it really well. My brother was in a band, and they would do covers. They were a cover band, and I used to hear them practice, because they practiced at our house, and they would do Stray Cat Strut, and I would always try to play it myself. It's a simple song. I mean, a lot of the drumming is simple because it's
Right.
they're a very minimalistic musician band. Even though Brian Setzer's a great guitarist,
Yes, he is.
and obviously he has that whole thing he does now. He wasn't doing too well, right?
He had some issue. I think he's doing better.
Yeah, they cleared him to do this show. Because he stopped doing his little tour with. He had like a what Ringo has, right? Like
Big band. No, he had a big band.
Yeah, big band.
It was like not like Ringo though. We talk about big band. We had horns, and it was like
Yep.
a
Real orchestra. Yeah.
swing rockabilly.
Yeah.
It was not. Yeah.
Yes, very.
Jazz.
Very. Who's the name I'm thinking of? I can't. Benny Goodman.
Or Michael Bublé.
I love Michael Bublé. Now I know.
I know how you feel about him.
I know Michael Bublé's wife.
I know you.
For those of you who are aghast right now, I know her just from interviewing her on the Steve Squared show.
It's one of the great moments in our history.
It is. You can look it up. Look up oh boy, if you look up now, what was the name of that? It was like a show that was.
Cast of.
It was it was that they were like a real estate show. I can't think of
it was
name.
a real estate film. Yeah.
It was a real estate film on Urban Flicks. That's the only thing I remember. It was on Urban Flicks. And it was a great episode. Look that up. Somebody actually looked up one of our. We were talking about something, and somebody went to look up one of our old episodes, and it was funny because I think I was mentioning that me and you did an episode of Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, no.
Around Halloween time, we always do something like that,
Oh, no. You're getting the scripts out already, aren't you?
I don't know. I think we can't top that. I mean, we did Psycho. We did Night of the Living Dead. We did Dr. Loomis to death.
Oh, we have to talk about Dr. Loomis. It's that time of year.
Now, I was telling my mom, she's watching Halloween, and I say, you're going to recognize one of the actors immediately. And she goes, who? I go, Donald Pleasance. She goes, who's that? So I go, just watch. And then... which shows she doesn't really pay attention when I do my shows. But he comes on and she goes, oh, he's from Columbo.
I knew she was going to say that.
Because he was on at least one episode of Columbo.
He was the wine guy in Columbo.
Yes. So, my mom knows all these actors that went on to things have always made an appearance on Columbo in that time frame.
And he hosted SNL. And he did the opening scene with not just Eddie Murphy, but with John Belushi. They were all in the same scene together.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then they had the band Fear, which was like this hardcore band that Belushi talked them into booking. And there was like a little riot in the studio.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was bad idea.
That is a bad idea. So this, I don't want to reveal this yet. I'm going to hold off on this story. I don't know if you know this yet, but I'm going to hold off. I want to hold this for a surprise. Who do you like tonight in Game 7?
God. I don't know.
I mean, I'd like to see, obviously, I'd prefer to see Seattle.
Yeah, Vladdy's hot though, so I have a feeling.
The only thing that I can hope on is that Toronto is using that. They're gonna have to throw out a lot. They're using a lot of bullpen guys tonight,
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that's your only hope. And I think when you're in a game 7 and someone else is building, you got to score first. You got to take the crowd out of it.
You got to hit first. Yeah, exactly.
You can't try to come from behind. It gets too pressuring. But the Dodgers look awfully tough.
I mean, we make fun, but it's true. They are the new evil empire.
I mean, it's you heard what Dave Robbins said. He goes, they say the Dodgers are bad for baseball. Well, let's ruin some more baseball.
I heard that.
He's such a dope.
Well, the talk is if they win, there's going to be a definite, not, whatever, strike or.
Well, there's supposed to be a work stoppage in 2 years. I don't think it's next year. I think it's the year after.
No, 27.
Yeah. So they're talking about because of the caps and baseball caps. It's not going to matter.
Well, the owner's probably whining already. The Pittsburghs.
Yes.
And the Athletics all screaming.
Of course. Now, the reason I'm not really wanting the Dodgers to win it all is, the Yankees are the last team to win back-to-back championships.
It's been a long time, Steve.
It's been I like them to keep that little bit of something. And do you know how long ago that was?
I think all the players are dead. That's how long it's been.
Oh, Jeter's going to be very upset to hear you say that.
Oh, fiddly-dee.
99 and 2000. 99, 2000.
Okay, I take that back.
You might remember the 2000 one, right?
I remember them. Yeah, but remember the World Series we went to?
Yes, that was. Oh my God, that was a mess. We went to 2003. Game one, 2003. Nice man gave me and Steve 2 World Series tickets. They didn't give it to us. We bought them, but now you couldn't get World Series tickets.
Steve did all the work, though. You talked to this guy like a psychiatrist. He was crying.
The guy was very upset. He was in the Stan Musial's bar across the street. Me and Steve had resigned the fact. We went down there to see if we could scout, but then we said, we'll watch it in the bar across the street. It will still be in the atmosphere. And we saw this. I don't know how we came upon this guy. He was just by himself, and I don't know how it came that we were looking for tickets. And then he said, I don't know why he didn't go in. Something happened to him, right? His friend didn't come. And then we sat with 2 very young, very lovely people. You remember that?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do remember them. I forgot who they were, though.
There was like 2 women or something that were also from out of town. I think they came or something like that. I forget the story. But, yeah, that was fun. We used to do crazy things.
Right.
You stop doing those things when you get older. Then you just watch it on TV. You just watch it. Well, first of all, the prices of these games are enormous. Now, let me ask you. Toronto put out a message tonight, Steve. You're a tech guy. Mm-hmm. They put out a thing because something's with Ticketmaster and the tickets because of Amazon. Why would they have to do that? Is that because people are not getting it on their phones?
Yeah, because Amazon's web service is down. Their cloud service, which a lot of corporations deal with. And, yep.
That might be an empty stadium.
Who knows?
Imagine.
Who knows? Well, these people got their tickets already, so hopefully.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what would be the issue. Everybody's got their tickets, so what do you? I guess you can't load it up on your phone, or like what would be the issue?
Well, if you've got it loaded onto your phone, it's no problem.
Right. You as long as you have Wi-Fi or whatever. Yeah, it's not. So I don't know why they had to make this whole big thing with Ticketmaster. It was a whole big statement Toronto came out with to tell fans. I don't know what.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility that they may not have it. They may not have downloaded it from the cloud, and so that might be an issue.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an issue, but not our problem. That's a Canadian problem.
Wow.
You know how I feel about the Canadians. I'm not a big fan of the Canadians.
I know you don't
I could do without the whole northern border. You know how everybody worries about the southern border? I worry about the northern border.
Of course.
They could keep their dogs with the barrels around their neck and their Canadian
Their
Mounties
Saint Bernards and their Mounties.
and their Mounties
and their flannel shirts.
And their flannel shirts and their Yukon
and their maple
territory.
syrup.
I'm done with the whole northern
ways,
Yukon border.
Their ways, their maple ways.
Their maple ways. I don't need their syrup and I don't need their tomatoes.
You see, syrup is delicious. Put some maple syrup on your cereal. Or
You
put
know,
it on your
I'm
pancakes. They're delicious.
I'm old-fashioned. I like my syrup from Vermont.
But you see, no, you don't.
Sure. Well, I don't eat syrup.
No,
let's be
you don't
honest.
need syrup.
Actually, honey. I like my
even though
honey.
even though it's made from God's green earth.
That is true. God's green earth. So, Steve, guess what? This is a Newsday thing, so I'll say it right off the bat.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. But I thought of you when I saw this segment. It says, would you like to be on a TV game show? Here's how. And I thought of you immediately. And it says, it gives a couple of sites to apply to, like the Wheel of Fortune. And it says, when this girl was a little girl, she watched Wheel of Fortune with her great-grandmother. And it says the show was always on, and her dream was to be on. And she's now 37 years old, and she is on, what is she on? She's on the Wheel of Fortune. Very excited. But she says, she talks about the process. So it says several Long Islanders have appeared on the show. The latest, Katie McCann, is currently on the Wheel of Fortune, has won $65,000.
That's insane.
Pretty good, right?
Yes.
Now, here's the deal. It says, there's an audition. It says, be prepared to demonstrate your knowledge of the game. It says some shows, you can scour the show's website and search for practice tests and game tips. It says this particular person's audition was via Zoom interview and included solving several puzzles. It says, be patient, though. It could take a long time for you to hear those words. Come on down. Oh, look, there's a picture of Vanna White here. She looks gorgeous.
Really?
Vanna White along with Ryan Seacrest. And it says here, to get on the show, she submitted a short video why she'd be a good contestant and was invited to an audition at the Brooklyn Hotel. She said during the first round, her name was called and she had to yell out a letter. She said they wanted to see how loud you yelled and hear your enunciation. Round 2 was a timed written test, and in the last round, each person stood up and gave their bio. She was told she'd hear back within a month. She checked the mail every day and remembers that it was longer than expected before her roommate called her at work and said, the letter has arrived. 3 months later, she was on her way to L.A. Wow. She said it was a nerve-wracking but exciting sitting in the audience waiting for your turn to play. Now, you were a game show aficionado. You've made your way around.
Kind of.
So can people really get on a game show?
I think so.
You think it's all fixed? I think it's all fixed.
I got on the game show.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. But you tried several times to get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right?
Yeah, and I didn't get on.
Now, they did a test, right? A written test first.
Yes. Millionaire, yes. You took a computer test with a number 2 pencil.
Was it hard?
Not particularly.
So is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire still on the air?
No, it comes back in specials and usually with just celebrities.
Okay. So you would have been great on that.
You think so?
Oh, you would. I would have liked. And if that part where call a friend, would you call me?
Oh my God.
Oh, I would have loved that.
You wouldn't even try. It'd be your shot at being heard.
How
to the public.
dare you? How dare you think I wouldn't help you? I want to go on. I want to get on a game show. It gives me a couple of websites here. It says if I want to go on the Wheel of Fortune, I go on Wheel of Fortune /join/be a contestant. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get on the Wheel of Fortune. Which game show do you think is the easiest to win? Like, do you think is?
I mean, at one time, Wheel of Fortune was pretty easy. I don't think Wheel of Fortune is that easy.
You know what show? I don't think it's. I'm not sure if it's still running, but I watched an old version of it, and I really think I would be great on Press Your Luck. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I can say that.
You'd be gone in 5 minutes.
Wah, wah, wah.
You know what would happen? I know what would happen. You'd be out in less than 5 minutes, and then you would start violently banging the counter.
I take umbrage, and it's not a word I like to use. I take umbrage with your take and telling the audience what kind of insane mental patient I am. Just because 5 minutes ago I beat up a muni meter.
You know what you should have done when you beat up that muni meter? You should have took your hat off. You have all that crazy hair.
Oh.
And you just should have just, started like playing with it and spreading it out, and so it gets all wild and insane.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's right. You need to save that.
Oh, this feels so much better. I love the wild hair. Yeah, that's so much better. Thank you. I just took my hat off.
Keep it till after Halloween. There you go. Oh, I'm watching it now. Look at that.
Oh, I love this. I love this mane. I call it my mane. Now, guess which movie? I might as well reveal it now because it's 7/12. Did you know there's a movie coming out called I Play Rocky?
I've heard of it, yes.
I believe it's going to be the guy. Now, this is funny. Anthony Ippolito, who was in The Offer, which was also kind of about making The Godfather. He's now playing Rocky, and he looks. Let me show you a picture. I posted it. He looks really good. Like, do I have a picture? Oh no, I posted it. He really looks like Sylvester Stallone. He's running with his dog, and I posted it on Instagram and Facebook. So it's pretty cool. So this is it's about the making of Rocky, and guess who else is in this movie?
I believe Carl Weathers' son is in it, isn't it?
I didn't see that. Oh, it says no. Well, it says Stephan James is playing Carl Weathers. Stephan James.
Oh, I might be wrong. Okay.
I didn't see his son's name. Anna Sophia Robb, which is one of my favorite actresses, is going to be in it. I'm guessing she's playing Adrian, maybe. But
I'm a big fan of her food, her broccoli robs.
Oh, it's delicious. Great. Broccoli Rob, yes. She's part of the Broccoli Rob fortune. Now, she is in one of Anna Sophia Robb. If somebody wants to see a good movie of Anna Sophia Robb, watch Soul Surfer. She plays the girl that had her arm bitten off by a shark. I can't think of her name now, but what a story. But she was great in that movie. She's a great actress. And Matt Dillon is in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so pretty good cast. Pretty solid cast. This is not a joke. This is going to be a real movie. So pretty cool. Now, I was thinking of other movies that they have made based on a making of a movie. You know what I mean? Kind of what they're talking about here. And I could think of, it wasn't a movie, but the play version, The Shark is Broken, which was or The Shark is Broken, or The Shark Does Not Work. They kind of did that.
Yes. By the way, before you go on,
yeah,
The Shark is Broken has been recorded, and you can get that on BroadwayHD.com. You know, you can watch Broadway plays and musicals.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you can buy it or subscribe to Broadway HD, and you can see that.
Now, you might want to do that because there's going to be a strike on Broadway this week.
Well, I've heard there's been some
Yeah.
couple of unions have done well. Have negotiated.
Okay. I mean,
So,
this is for the musicians now. So this will affect all the musicals on Broadway. They're going to be singing just with no music.
you see, this is when we need. This is when we need you up on stage. You can play all the instruments.
I'm saying if you need a scab to cross the picket line and play percussion, I'd be more than willing to do that.
Of course.
Oh, I would never. I'm always for the unions. So I remember Dolomite Is My Name was also based on them making that, movie with Eddie Murphy. It was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
So there's movies that they make which are depicting making a movie. Now this you're gonna like. This I saved for you. So did you see how the Phillies game ended? The Phillies Dodgers game where the pitcher made that error.
Yeah.
So his name.
Good times.
Orion Corcoran. Now a lot has been made. It's gone viral that this pitcher was just shook to the core, and he was getting a lot of. Let's put it to you this way: not so friendly reaction from the Philly fan base.
Well, great class shock to Philly fans.
Well, that's what I'm. It's Philly, right? Yeah. So they're getting all over this guy. Plus he was just devastated. But here's the problem. So, first of all, I mean, especially, and this as well, in baseball, I feel like they always focus on the last play, but there's a million things that lead up to that contribute to a loss. Not scoring in the first inning contributes to a loss just as much as not scoring in the ninth inning or anything else. But the last play is always what sticks in your mind for the whole offseason.
Of course.
Can you think of, I have a list here of some plays that will be infamously in the chronicles of horror for these individuals and what they have become known for. That's what they're known for, these one individual plays. Now, I know you're going to come up with right off the bat. Which one am I thinking of? Or on my list?
Chas Palminteri?
Chas Palminteri?
I know. I shouldn't have. But it is play. I forgot. Never mind.
No, I get you. I get it. Try again. What? And I'm talking about obviously in a sports connotation, in a game where an athlete made a pretty bad play that warranted his escapade out of the country.
Oh, you're talking about a game. Oh, I thought you were talking about plays. Okay.
Like one play. You know what I'm talking about.
No, you mean like that guy, what's his name?
Go ahead.
Bill Buckner?
There you go. So this guy could have had a wonderful career, but he was forever known for this one play, Bill Buckner. There's another one, of course, it's been the wide right.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Norwood, the kicker, who missed the field goal, wide right.
God.
Now, I'll give you another one. Ralph Branca serving up the home run to the shot heard round the world to Bobby Thompson.
That's right.
Ralph Branca will be ever known for that one pitch.
Great pitcher, though.
Great. That's what I'm saying. They're great These are great players. Dennis Eckersley.
Yeah.
What did he do? Do you remember what Dennis Eckersley gave up?
Was that was when he was on Boston?
No, he was on Oakland.
Oakland. He was on Oakland. Oh, Kurt Gibson.
Exactly. High drive to deep right field. She is gone.
She's out of here.
Kurt Gibson on one leg. I always remember Steve Sachs going nuts.
Oh my God.
I'll give you another one. This is another horrific one but he went on to a better career. Chris Webber of Michigan State when he called the infamous fake timeout. He didn't. He thought the team had more timeouts in the NCAA championship game, and they lost because of that. And I'll throw in one more. Jeffrey Mayer. That's a good one. Derek Jeter hits the home run against Baltimore. Jeffrey Mayer, the young kid. He's no. Well, it got to end on a good one. But these players, it really sat with them. It really sat with them, and it really was. I mean, it's devastating. So there's this whole psychologist thing here. That's why I bring it up. It was talking about errors on big stages offer a glimpse into dealing with failure, and these psychologists talk about how these athletes, why they made these errors, and why they weren't mentally prepared better in these situations. Now, of course, these psychologists have never played in a game 7.
Oh, God, no.
Or on a Super Bowl field where there's 2 seconds left and there's a whole world watching you kick a football. But yes, there are these things that they say you should do to help prepare you and the athletes they work with to try to help prepare them for these moments. Now, some of us, when the lights turn on and the cameras are on, shine the brightest. There's a few of us. There's me. There's Reggie Jackson.
Yes, I've seen that in action.
You've said it many times. When the lights are on, Stevie K comes to perform.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime was made for me.
Yes, it was. It's all you.
It says, this psychologist says, when the inevitable does happen and the competition is over and you have failed, it says to avoid social media at all costs. It says where hateful and even extreme death threats might be warranted. It says use a protocol called EMDR. I'm going to explain this. Eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. Basically what it is you're teaching your brain to believe that this never happened. that you just go on the next day like you didn't even play in that game. I didn't make that error. Somebody else did. It wasn't me.
No.
I call that the Shaggy technique. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Now, I was trying to think in my life, did I have a moment like pitcher Philadelphia Philly Orion Kerkering? And you know what was weird? On my Instagram, I guess I obviously see a lot of Yankee baseball stuff, but I was getting loaded with, right after this happened, with a lot of Philadelphia Philly stuff. And their people are the new thing is to watch while they're reacting and showing they're watching a game. And then they posted their highs and lows and stuff. And man, rough. Those Philadelphia people are rough.
They have ways. Like Boston.
Yeah, they're a different breed. Not like the calm New Yorkers. You see us, we're calm. We take it with a grain of salt, which is also another idiom.
Well, maybe the Met fans are getting confused.
Well, you're used to that already. You're used to mediocrity.
It's a little different with the animals up in the Bronx.
How dare you, Steve? You have just opened yourself up to a can of worms calling the Bronx. Let me just for all my Bronx listeners, Steve does not represent the views of myself or the CEOs and administrators of the Steve Squared Show.
Oh, God.
I cannot believe you just... A wide net you cast upon the beautiful, the history, the soul of the Bronx. How dare you?
I don't know, Steve. You know, most of these players that won for the Yankees, they're ghosts at this point. It's been a long time. I don't know.
Oh, I saw Derek Jeter. He's on Fox doing his telecast.
Oh, God.
I saw A-Rod.
He's so...
Oh, don't be a hater. You're just being a hater now.
Derek. Oh, Derek's a hater. Come on, Derek's the biggest hater of all.
Derek, what does he got to hate about?
Oh, everyone other than the Yankees.
Don't say it because my mom's a big Derek Jeter fan. She'll be all over you.
I think your mom's a Met fan, isn't she?
No, my mom. This is my mom and dad. They have always been fair in the sense that even because our family is split. You know, my brother is a Yankee, Met. I'm Yankee, and their particular families went that route. Like my sister did Yankee, and her husband is big Yankee, and my nephew Kevin, and you know that, and Kelly, and then the other side, Jared, Daniel, and all those guys are huge Met fans. So my mom always wants everybody to, and they always wanted everybody to be happy. So they root for both. They are definitely root for both people. They want, you know, they're invested in both, and so they're good like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they are definitely like that. Well, I know Jimmy's a big Yankee fan. How did he take that?
He kind of said they stink, and that was it.
That was it. But you know what? This is what I'll say. For all of the angst that I was upset about, the one thing I am grateful for is that I never got into football, because if you look at those two football teams in New York or New York adjacent, I mean, wow. I'm so glad I have no interest in football. Could you imagine being a football fan?
No, it's horrible.
I mean, it's beyond horrible. It's not even, they're not even two teams.
Yeah, I know, it's depressing.
But how could it be for so long? So bad. I mean, the Jets are 0-7.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And the Giants blew a 33-point lead yesterday.
I know.
In the fourth quarter. It's I'm so happy that I'm not, and I'm excited. The Knicks are starting Wednesday night. They look good this year, and you know, so I'm good with the Knicks and Yankees. That's fine. That's fine.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
But I will watch hockey at playoff time. I like to watch hockey. It's too bad the Islanders and Rangers aren't. You know, they kind of have good year, bad year. They kind of go back and forth. They're not very consistent.
No.
You know, you might have a year where you're like, oh, the Islanders are in the playoffs and the Rangers, and then all of a sudden the next year they're like at the bottom. I don't know how hockey works, so I don't know why that is. I only know it's on ice and they play with a puck. You promised to take me to a hockey game.
I know, we need to go. I did that.
Yeah, I would. Either Islander or Ranger. I'll go to either one. I just want to see a live hockey game. I've never seen a live hockey game.
Right.
I've seen a dead one, but I've never seen a live one.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Both teams aren't looking too good this year, so.
Well, then the tickets will be cheaper. That's all.
We'll find out. You know.
Oh,
nice.
So let me end you with this. Beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Beat around the bush. Let me tell you where that came from.
Maybe we should.
No, this is okay. This is family-friendly show. This phrase originated from the medieval hunting practices of the 13th century, where paid beaters would literally beat bushes to flush out the game birds. So these people were called beaters, and they would beat the bush so that the birds would fly out of them, and the hunters could then start shooting the birds. It said by the 16th century, the phrase had evolved to represent any indirect approach to a subject. So basically to avoid discussing something directly. Beat around the bush.
No, I did not know that.
I'll give you one other. Fly off the handle. Fly off the handle comes from a time where lumber people, back again in hundreds of years ago, would be cutting down trees, and the axes they were using were not as secure as they are today. They were made of two pieces, and sometimes the handle would fly off of these axes, and hence fly off the handle. They have since remedied that, since many axes impaled certain people in the chest. And, you know, you make things better. That's how you learn. You learn from these problems. When somebody gets an axe in the chest, you go, how can we avoid this next time?
Right. That I would have never guessed that one either. Oh.
Is there a phrase or one that you like to use? What's your go-to phrase that you use a lot? Can you think of one?
Um, huh, utterly ridiculous. I don't know. I can't think of anything
Spill
right
the
now.
beans. Spill the
Still,
spill the beans goes back to Egyptian time when they used to have to vote on, say, the pharaoh or the king or whoever was going to be in the leader, and they would have this vote with a white bean and a black bean. And by accident, if you knocked into them, you spilled the beans, and people would know who won the election beforehand. And that was spill the beans became revealing a secret.
really?
Oh, this has become my new religion. this is it. Forget about those worshipers in Massapequa, that gospel church I was thinking about going to. I'm done with them. Mary and Todd. That was Mary and Todd, not Lincoln, but Mary and Todd. They run a place up in Hicksville.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's called somethingyourlife.com. I was thinking of going there. But probably not. I feel like it's a cult. Well, anyway, so, and yes, I gave a shout out. My nephew Jared had some surgery today, so I wanted to give a shout out to Jared.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, he was doing remember, he was having some issues with his legs, his back, so they were doing a little spinal release of the spinal area, so he could probably have less pain.
Oh, good.
And discomfort. So he did that, and he texted me. I said, I'll talk to you later, buddy. So that's good. Of course, he is the designer and creator of Dumbbells, the shirt. He is the designer of the Dumbbell shirt.
Oh, yeah.
There is no dumbbells without Jared.
No, that's true. That's true. Great logo.
Great logo, and when you think of dumbbells, you think of my family.
No. I think of you.
You think of me. Well, you think of all of us. We're all in the dumbbell business. We're all in the dumbbell, we're in the dumbbell franchise.
True that.
So when I Play Rocky comes out, we're going to see that.
Yes, we'll have to see that.
Now, they didn't say who was going to be playing Butkus. I'm very concerned about this.
I don't know. Who's going to play Cuff and Link?
That is right. There's a lot. I think Matt Dillon is gonna. Looks like he'll be playing Burgess Meredith's role. He'll be Mick.
Why not?
Just go for it. I would have loved to have been Mick.
I know you've been great.
Oh,
you
I
were
would have
made
loved
for that part.
I was made. There's a lot of parts I've been made for. But well, go enjoy. You're gonna go watch Game 7.
I'll watch a little Game 7.
Watch a little bit, huh? I have this thing. Don't you love watching games that you have no stake in, like no real caring?
Yeah, right.
It's a lot less of worry or pressure or angst. Guy hits a home run, you're like, oh well.
Now I could call you at these moments.
You could call me, text me, I'll call you back. Right. There's no urgency to let me decompress after one of these shaking losses.
Steve, they hit a home run. That's good, right? That's good. They're winning, right?
It goes over the wall, and then you go, around the 4 times? How does this work?
You know what? I wish we could recreate that because that would be a great scene to recreate.
Maybe I'll recreate the sitcom. I'll call it The Circle.
That would be a great. You know what? You could bring back SNL just by doing that sketch alone.
I think, yeah, but only us would get it. We would be the only ones that would relate.
Some person who should know. It says they got to run. We got a home run. That's good, right? We're winning, right?
That's good. That's good. All right, buddy. I'll let you go. I'm gonna get out of here myself. Thanks as always for jumping on. Feel good, and I'll talk to you later, bud.
All right, dude.
Later, bud.
Okay, see you.
So thanks for Steve for calling in. Thanks for the Gyms for hosting the show. Thanks for the Wizard of Oz for also being a proud non-sponsor of the Steve Squared Show. Once again, if you like the book and the idioms that I give you origins from, not idiots, idioms, it's called Say What? Say What? The Fascinating Origins of 300 Plus Everyday Expressions. A proud non-sponsor of the Steve Squared Show, but I highly give it my accreditation. This is a wonderful book filled with tons of these everyday expressions that we like to use, but we don't know why. Here's why. I like to know why. I'm a why guy. It's my favorite letter of the alphabet. Why? I'll tell you why. It's 7:30 and we're out of here. So have a great week. We'll see you in the studio. Next week, I'm going home to watch The Blob. Have a great